Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Bearded Bear 9000 video. Today we're going to be looking at the Watch Mojo Top 20 Tastiest Deep Fried Foods. The last video, I apologize, the audio was fuckered up, but we're okay now. We got it figured out. So, here's the dealio. Mozzarella sticks was in the thumbnail, so I know that's gonna be on here, but it better be in the top half of this list because mozzarella sticks, when they're done right, are delicious. So, without further ado, I'm not gonna waste your time. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and let's get into the video. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. All right, I'm excited. I'm fat. In case you guys don't know, which you probably do know because you see me on camera every day. Uh, I'm fat. I like food. Food is good. Food is love. Food is life. Okay. So I am excited to see. It looks like we got some like oysters or so or you know what's really good? Gyoza. Gyoza's really good. I have an onion allergy, so I don't get to eat gyoza very often. Um, because they usually have either like chives or onions or some sort of onion family tree bullshit in it, so I can't have them. And it's big sad unless I make them fresh. Which I am single and ready to mingle if there's a Asian girl looking for a uh strong American man that they want to make gyoza for all the time. That's me. We can watch anime together. No, okay. Okay. Let's get into this.
India's favorite street foods, the samosa is not
I'm
just a
excited,
random
bro.
snack.
So excited.
It is an experience.
Dude.
Welcome to Watch Mojo,
Wait, no, that is
where we're
gyoza,
here to
isn't
test
it?
our picks for the most delicious deep fried foods.
Hot, warm, or even cold, Krispy Kreme connoisseurs do
Yo, I
agree.
haven't had a
What do you
donut in a
think?
minute though.
Number 20, falafel.
Cook the falafels in batches, 4 or 5 at a time, turning
I
them
don't
over
remember the last time I've
so
had a
they turn
falafel.
uniformly golden brown.
This is a great street food style alternative for vegetarians and vegans, and a real staple in Middle Eastern cuisine. Depending on where you get it, falafel can consist of fava beans or chickpeas, or a combination of both. It's versatile in the sense that it can serve as a snack, appetizer, side, or even be part of a larger main dish.
I had it once at a state fair. I'm pretty sure it's the Iowa State Fair. Last time I was there was a truck there that had like vegetarian food, which is to me actually because like when you go to the Iowa State Fair, I don't know if it's the same way. I haven't been there since I was like fucking 12. But when I was there, right, there was an entire fucking street just full of food trucks, full of them. Food trailers, food trucks, anything you could fucking get under the sun in Iowa was there. And there was a vegetarian truck. And you see all of these people, they're lined up for funnel cakes, they're lined up for ribs, they're lined up for burgers, they're lined up for everything, except for the vegetarian truck. It was the only truck that was not getting business. But uh, some people that we knew, they were vegetarians, so they went and got a falafel, and I tried it. And it wasn't bad, right? But it wasn't great. I could see why the truck was not in business. By any means. That's why that line was non-existent. It's not great.
Look at that. There's one. Sizzling away. And then another
See,
mate.
that
The
looks
food
like
has
shit.
so much history and popularity that McDonald's in Cairo, Egypt introduced its own iteration, the McFalafel. It's a tortilla
Oh
wrap
god.
filled with tomatoes, lettuce, onions,
I
pickles,
don't eat
creamy
rabbit
sauce,
food,
and
dude.
ding ding, you guessed it, falafel. With all due respect to Mickey D's though,
I still get my greens, right? I'll eat peppers. I'll eat broccoli. I eat no, that's it for greens. I don't eat anything else. Occasionally, maybe some green beans. But that's about it. Yeah, I don't really go for anything else. So, yeah, I very, very limit my greens. I eat a lot of meats. I eat some rice. I eat some potatoes, but for the most part, it's just greens. All pasta. I eat a lot of pasta. Probably why I'm fat, honestly. It's just pasta. I eat a lot of pasta. I love pasta. Pasta is so
There's better places to get some tasty, authentic falafel. Number 19.
even
Fried
yesterday I
pickles.
had chicken
And we
Alfredo.
have a couple different varieties. We have the regular fried pickle,
Oh, fried
Cajun
pickles.
fried
Yeah,
pickle
yeah.
for spicy, and a gourmet with cream cheese in the middle.
Are they controversial? Perhaps, but fried
I don't
pickles
think
have a
so.
special place.
Controversial. I don't know why they're controversial. Um, fried pickles are good. And there's even like broccoli that you can do that's like a where you take the broccoli stock and you put your like seasoning and shit on it and then you'll batter it and stuff and then you could same thing cream cheese that sort of shit. I know people that put like a pickle juice in it to give it give it a bit of kick. But it's really good. It's really good. It's pretty much same concept because the broccoli itself doesn't really have the broccoli stock doesn't really have much of a taste to it. So yeah, people like to get creative with it, and it's actually pretty good.
Place in many people's hearts and their stomachs. These battered dill pickles are sliced and deep fried. They started to gain popularity in the United States, particularly in the South during the 1960s and 1970s. Nowadays, you may see them at a carnival, fair, or even a chain restaurant like
Yeah, they're pretty
Zaxby's
good.
or Buffalo Wild Wings.
See, I wouldn't do that. I would do like the broccoli slices that are on the screen there. I would do those, but yeah, no, full, like pickled cucumber stock there. Yeah, no.
Fried pickles pack a juicy, tangy flavor with a satisfying crunch. And if you want to bring an extra dimension, ranch dressing or another dipping sauce can deliver that. Number 18, funnel cake.
Oh yes. Oh my
If you're
God.
hopping off the Ferris wheel, carousel, or
Way
one
too
of those
good.
dizzying amusement rides, you might hear a voice in your head. That voice is telling you to go satisfy your funnel cake craving. This is an absolute carnival classic and one of the oldest fried foods.
I have had some bad funnel cakes, to be fair. Like they either they let them fry too long or their oil was bad or whatever the fuck caused the cake to be bad. There's been some bad ones. So, but a good peak funnel cake, my friend, if you have not
Foods in the United States.
I
had
always wondered how you got
very,
it that
very
texture and that, so you
well done
swirl
funnel
it
cake,
around to make it that
oh,
way.
Yes,
Okay,
and you
cool.
put it into the hot oil. It's about 400 degrees.
This warm, golden brown, crispy delight is made by pouring batter into hot cooking oil through a funnel. Funnel cakes are often dusted with powdered
look
sugar
at
for a
that.
simple
Oh
and
my
amazing
God.
combination of crispy texture and
I
sweet
want a funnel
flavor.
cake
They can
now.
be great for sharing, thanks to their shape and texture,
Look at
which make
that.
them easy to tear into pieces.
That's a little
Although
bit
not
much.
so
I don't
good
like
that you might
chocolate
not
like
want to
that.
share.
Okay, so we're getting ready to take it out. And of course, you have to drain all the oil off of it so it gets all nice and fluffy, but it's not super oily.
Number 17, croquettes.
I think they're golden enough. What do you think?
Have I had a
They
croquette?
get
I
their
don't think I
name from the
have.
French word croquer, which means to crunch. While they originated in France, croquettes have made their way to various other European countries, as well as other continents around the world. Croquettes are small breaded rolls that can be filled with different ingredients.
And there's the finished product.
There's the finished product. Put a little sauce with it, nice
Well,
and
great
colorful.
idea.
If you're in Spain, for example, one common type of croquette is filled with jamon, which makes for a delicious meat-style tapa. Around the world, it's common for croquettes to include fish such as cod, as well as cheese or vegetables. The contrast between the outer and inner parts of the croquette complement each other like popcorn and a movie.
It's a quick grab and go. It has all the nutrients. It's fluffy on the inside, crispy on the outside, so texture is delicious.
Number 16, Mars.
Wait. So croquette is just fucking cheese ball? Am I dumb? Because everything that they just said just made it sound like a fucking cheese ball. Except it's got ham in it too. Or it's got something else in it too. It's like a jalapeno popper. You just, what the fuck?
Bar.
Is that the best one you've ever tasted? It's the only one I've ever tasted.
I've never had a
Take
Mars bar.
Classic Mars chocolate bar, cover it in batter and deep fried in oil, and you got something that might even catch the eye of Willy Wonka. This treat originated in Scotland, most likely during the 1990s. Deep-fried Mars bars
Hey,
became a menu
W
item at
Scotland,
various
you
fish
know.
and chip shops and gained popularity as a quirky, you gotta try this topic among teenagers and tourists.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The deep-fried Mars bar is
Does not look that appetizing, I ain't gonna lie. From the outside, does not look that appetizing. I'm sure it tastes great, but yeah, doesn't look great.
a fun novelty treat that draws in tourists,
And I don't
but is not
I don't like
necessarily a
chocolate at
staple
all
regular
either.
dessert. Deep-fried Snickers also joined the deep-fried candy bar scene and made their way to American state fairs in the 2000s.
What do you think? Nuggets, chocolate, and caramel inside batter. What do you think?
It doesn't seem that great either.
But I can eat one, can't eat loads. So that's what we like to serve.
Number 15, churros.
Churros are overrated. If you like churros, this is a mad pause, by the way. Holy shit. Anyway, fucking churros. Yeah, there's just more often than not, every time I've tried a churro, I've gotten bad churro. Because like I get the point of like what it's supposed to be, but it never gets cooked to that degree to where it's actually good. So I just kind of swore off churros. I think they're highly overrated. I think they're wrong more often than they're right. It's just been, yeah, they're not great.
Whether dipped in chocolate or rolled in cinnamon sugar, a churro can satisfy your sweet tooth. Much of the churro's history lies in Portugal and Spain, but they also appear in variations in Latin American cuisine.
See, that looked good. That churro that just went by, that looked good. It looked like it was soft. Like when you bite into it, you're chew a bunch of shit.
And Philippine cuisine. Churros can be enjoyed as a snack, dessert, or even for breakfast. You can find them in many places, including cafes and carnivals.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. Oh, into the chocolate sauce? Oh, yeah.
One of the most historical and famous spots for churros is Chocolateria San Ginés in Madrid, where you can dunk a fresh, crisp churro in thick hot
It didn't
chocolate
look bad.
for a mouth-watering combo.
All that makes us the kings of street food in Spain. What do you think? Have you tried us yet?
Number 14.
So I've come to the conclusion that we're just bad. We're just bad at making churros in America. That's the conclusion.
Wontons.
There you go.
Wontons are so good.
You want to do this carefully?
Often served steamed or boiled,
Goddamn.
wontons are an iconic food in Chinese culinary history. In
Yes.
countries outside of China, such as the United States, another common way to prepare these delicacies is by deep frying them.
Look at
If you're
that.
in the mood for a little crisp factor to accompany the bursting flavor on the inside, fried wontons won't let
Whoa.
you down. Pork is a common filling inside the crispy outer layer, but you can find other options too. Dip these things in duck sauce.
Bro,
cream
give me
sauce,
a whole
sweet and
box
sour
of that
sauce, or
shit.
hot
I'll eat
mustard,
them all,
depending on your
bro.
taste
Oh my
preferences.
god.
You've got yourself an excellent appetizer.
I fucking love Chinese food, bro.
Really, as simple as that.
Number 13, Oreos.
When you thought an Oreo couldn't get any better, this just
I've heard of
The
this,
Los
but I've never
Angeles
tried it
County Fair,
myself.
during the early 2000s, a fried food connoisseur introduced the public to deep-fried Oreos. It's the classic cream
It sounds
sandwich
good.
cookie dipped in pancake batter and deep-fried. How could it not be good? These sweet treats became a mainstay, spreading to state fairs and carnivals around the United States.
Just goes into what we call a little boat, and we serve it with powdered sugar.
They made their way overseas as well. Oreos were originally introduced by Nabisco in 1912.
That looks
Since
good. I ain't
satisfied
even gonna lie.
countless people's cookie cravings, but the game
I haven't
changed
had an
when the
Oreo in a
deep
minute
frying
either.
added a whole
I
new
did
layer
have
to Oreo's
some
iconic
chewy
status.
Look at the center.
Chips Ahoy.
Look at the crisp. I think people at the
The
fair
Reese's
today
ones.
just want something a little different, right?
Number 12, mozzarella sticks.
Number 12? I thought this would be higher, but
and have been for years.
but
It's
W.
still one of the #1 appetizers you can order in a restaurant.
Cheese.
Yeah, I get mozzarella sticks literally everywhere I go. Like if it's an option, either cheese curds or mozzarella sticks, if it's an option, I get it. And very rarely am I disappointed. Sometimes you can get some bad mozzarella sticks where they're overcooked, so the cheese pops out of the breading, and then you get like you'll bite into it and you'll get a mouth full of fucking hot lava cheese, and then the rest of it's hollow. That fucking sucks. But I've had some insanely good. Um, there's a brewer a brewer a brewery 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 a brewery that I ate at before that had jumbo matzo sticks with fresh mozzarella in it, and oh my fucking god. Oh my god. It was so fucking good. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I I I should have ordered like fucking 15 of them suckers or 16 of them suckers. I'd have ate them. I'd have ate all of them. I'd have been a happy camper to have those stomach pains the next day.
Cheese, crispy breading, and marinara sauce if you'd like. What's not to love? Frying cheeses
Mm,
dates back to 14th century medieval France.
so good.
However, the much different modern-day mozzarella sticks surfaced in the United States during the 1970s. The handheld food has become a staple appetizer in the U.S.
God damn.
You can contain all the cheese
I want matzo
inside
sticks
of
now.
this without having the blowouts.
I'm gonna make some nachos
That's
after
one of the
this.
biggest challenges.
Multiple
I just
survey
want cheese
results have
now.
shown mozzarella sticks near the top of the list for best and most ordered appetizers in the country. It's a great choice to enjoy while watching a game at a sports bar or taking a snack break at a
True.
bowling alley. Number 11, empanada. Believed to have originated as far back as
Ooh,
the
another
2nd
good one.
century, empanadas have roots in the
So pretty much anything like this is gonna be good. Empanadas, gyozas, wontons, anything that is fried like this, filled with goodness, always a W.
Galicia region of
It's
Spain.
really hard
They
to fuck
later
that up.
became a major part of other cuisines, including multiple Latin American countries where they became a significant contributor to street food culture.
Look at
Empanadas
that.
are a
Oh my
simple but
god.
delicious half-moon-shaped food. The dough on the
Gimme,
outside
gimme,
wraps
dude.
around meat, cheese, tomato, corn, or other ingredients. The empanada is versatile, not only in terms of the ingredients that can be put inside, but also its suitability as an appetizer or main course.
Like, I don't wish it, but like you want to be like hungover when you eat these.
Yeah, I could eat a ton of these.
Number 10, egg roll.
Egg rolls are an American invention. They have a thicker, chewy.
That's another thing. Like, oh, I actually didn't know that egg rolls there are American. I thought it was Chinese. You learn something new. Anyway, yeah, I never get to eat these either unless I make them myself because they usually have onions in them. It's just in the mixture of the stuff that they put in. You can't avoid it really. So it's just easier for me to just make them at home and then put my own stuff in them. But yeah, one day I would like to be able to have these.
Dough, but in so doing, it's a different type of textural triumph.
When it comes to takeout Chinese food, this is hands down one of the most popular dishes. But according to food author Andrew Ko, the
And literally everybody that I know, like when I go out with people, we get Chinese food, they always get egg rolls. Always. And I usually get the um crab rangoon.
humble egg roll was actually invented in New York City in the 1930s. Many cultures have dishes similar to this Chinese takeout favorite, but you know a
Look at
classic
that.
egg roll when you see and taste one.
Look at these, Pop. 12 beautiful, gorgeous, crackly, golden, blistered, crispity, crunchy egg rolls. Look at that.
Similar to spring rolls, which are made with rice paper, egg rolls are different in that they are made with a flour-based
I've never had a
topping,
spring
which
roll.
gives their wrapping a
Never
distinctly
once.
crispy yet chewy texture, and have the added meaty
Look at the
goodness of
size of
chicken,
that.
pork, or
Damn.
shrimp shoved inside. Plus, we think it counts as a serving of veggies, since there's some carrots and cabbage stuffed in there too.
Yeah,
When you eat
rabbit
it, you
food.
just wrap this up and you dip this in, and it's marvelous. It's very easy to do.
Number 9, corn dog.
Corn dog. Classic, dude. I ate so many of these as a kid.
Is there any fried food more quintessentially American than these puppies? A hot dog on a stick, dipped in corn batter, and deep fried to golden perfection. It's a tasty carnival and boardwalk treat reminiscent of a simpler time.
Now, I will say I haven't had a corn dog in a very long time, but I do still occasionally I'll get the breakfast ones, sausage with the pancake wrap instead. Oh my god. Okay.
Hey, Docky, couple more nitrate sickles, please.
Nitrate sickles.
The origin of the corn dog is highly contested, with multiple parties taking responsibility, but we do know that it
Look
appeared
at
in its
that.
purest form,
Oh my
minus the
God.
stick, in 1927. It's since been reinterpreted every which way, like trading the corn batter for a battered French fry crust, giving you a hot dog and fries wrapped in one. But the classic
That's so good.
interpretation, as celebrated on National Corn Dog Day,
That just
simply
looks
can't be
good,
beat.
bro. What the hell?
He even tried to duplicate it at home.
And how'd that go?
Not great.
Samosa.
Easy to eat and economical.
I haven't
The
had this.
popularity of samosas hardly comes as a surprise.
Although common in many regions of the world, including Southeast Asia, North Africa,
They
East
look good,
Africa,
though.
the Middle East, and more, samosas are most strongly associated with Indian cuisine, mentioned in history books as early as the 10th century. The most popular main dishes in Indian cuisine are curry dishes, meat and or vegetables in a thick, flavorful sauce, served with rice or naan bread. They're delicious,
Oh, naan
but
bread.
not exactly an ideal food on the go. Samosas, on the other hand, are the perfect quick and portable tasty treat. A wheat
They don't
or
look
mango
bad.
flour
They look
shell
good.
stuffed full of potato, peas, spices, green chilies, and sometimes meat, then deep fried, paired with either mint sauce or tamarind chutney. Samosas are generally affordable and sure to satisfy.
From flavors ranging from mango to chow mein, the love for the samosa keeps inspiring people to reinvent the humble snack.
Number 7. Fried calamari.
Imagine going to somebody's house. Not only are they having a pizza party, but
I haven't had calamari either.
crispy, beautiful calamari.
Squid is an extremely popular food in the Mediterranean, Asia, and certain areas of Europe,
It
South
also
Africa,
looks
and the
good,
Middle East,
to be
where
fair.
it's served in countless different preparations. In North America, however, fried calamari reigns supreme. A popular dish, especially in seafood restaurants and bars, fried calamari is a great alternative to your more run-of-the-mill appetizers like mozzarella sticks or wings.
Look at the color, phenomenal. Absolutely beautiful. Perfectly cooked.
Absolutely beautiful.
Where your money is.
Calamari can get tough and
British,
chewy
yeah?
if overcooked, so keep it under 2 minutes in the fryer and serve with lemon for a simple yet scrumptious treat. Got a friend who's grossed out by squid? Slip a couple fried calamari in amongst their onion rings and change their minds. Just make sure they don't have a seafood allergy first.
Now, I'm not going to season these.
Thanks.
We've already seasoned that milk earlier, so there was no reason to season it again.
I ain't gonna lie, that looks bland as fuck.
Why is it that greasy food and watching sports go so well together?
I can't have these.
And today we'll be
They always look good, and they always smell good, but I can't have them.
Speaking of those
Like for context, like an onion powder is the closest that I can get to onion rings or anything with actual onion, because there's nothing left of the onion. It is just a taste of the onion. So I know I love the taste of onion, but I literally can't have it, and I'm fucking salty. Salty as shit.
delicious crispy rings of vegetable goodness. You didn't think we'd leave them out, did you? Is there any better way to eat
Look
an
at
onion
that,
other than
dude. That looks
deep-fried,
amazing.
battered ring form? You can go for
Fuck.
a simple milk and flour batter, but given that they're a classic bar food, you really need to try beer battering them to experience onion rings at their best.
This is bullshit, man.
But not smoking. That way, it's hot enough to cook them, but not so hot that they burn.
A&W is credited with helping to popularize them across the states as a fast food side, but recipes can be found
That doesn't
dating
look
back
as good as
far
the first
the early
ones did.
1800s. If an onion ring was good enough to stand in as a wedding ring for Marge Simpson, then it's good enough for us.
For fuck's
Just give us
sake.
a whole plate.
From my sort of semi-professional adventures,
Yeah.
I
Semi-professional.
think that a batter works better than a crumb.
A batter?
Yeah, it's like a bit lighter.
Number 5, donuts.
Oh my god.
More. Donuts come in all shapes and sizes.
I need to get some
Many
donuts.
related
That
dishes
sounds
around
good,
the world,
actually.
including funnel cakes,
I haven't had
donuts,
donuts in
churros,
like,
and locomades. But when you hear the word donut, it's hard not to
it's probably
imagine
been
a
like
massive powdered
2-3
version, or
years since I've
frosting
had a
with
fucking
sprinkles.
donut.
Policeman's dream.
Hold his oil cake and the wheel of his ship poked.
All right, so back in my hometown, right? There's a bakery called Sunkissed Bakery, and it was always on my way to school. So in high, me and my buddy, we would stop there and we would get like 40-cent, 60-cent donuts, fresh, literally right out, fresh. You could see the steam coming off of them as they were, as they were getting put in the displays, because we were just showing up as soon as they opened, because it was the perfect time to hit it, like right before we went into school. So my buddy would drive us, and then we would stop there. We'd grab some donuts, and then we would go to school. Um, And I think that's probably the most in my life I've consumed donuts. But I actually think it's probably why I don't consume any more donuts because, like, you're never gonna get them like that anywhere else. So, shout out Sunkist Bakery in Sioux City. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, were their donuts good.
Or shot a hole through the cake center, creating a donut hole.
But yeah, it's definitely probably why I don't eat them anymore because, like,
There was a reason to not pay attention to
there's
directions
not a
on the
place like
back of
that
like
around
food
where I live
box or a
now.
pop tube. This is it.
Others say some savvy cooks simply realized they'd bake more evenly in a ring shape. Regardless, they've only grown
Look
in
at
popularity
that.
since. and were a
Holy
staple for young
shite.
men serving in World War I.
Okay, so just what's so delicious about a glaze?
Yeah, if you like glazed donuts, you're a fucking basic bitch. I'm just saying. I'm calling you out right now. You're a basic bitch. Probably think vanilla is the best flavor of ice cream.
Krispy Kreme hot off the line?
I'm watching you.
Air, and I think that's as close
Eh.
of a definition as I can get to.
Number 4, tempura. Tempura
I
is
haven't
a
had this
typical
either.
frying batter. It's usually made with cold water, wheat flour, egg, and optional spices. Tempura is traditionally cooked in sesame seed oil, which helps give it a distinct flavor and preserves its
Look at the
uniquely light, crispy
flakiness on
texture.
those.
The
Holy
batter is also
shit.
kept very cold and mixed minimally to avoid triggering the gluten, which would result in a more doughy finished product. Japanese society has been frying food since ancient times, but the current base recipe, still used today, can be traced back to 1671. Tempura is usually applied to vegetables and seafood.
Tell me, do you guys like more flaky breaded food or do you like it to be more crispy and less flaky? Let me know.
with shrimp serving as a particularly lovely pairing. It's typically served on a bed of rice or with soba noodles,
I could
or
go for
accompanied
some
by a
fried
dipping
shrimp.
sauce.
That does
This
sound
is
good.
all the hard work we put in today. This tempura here, tempura moriawase. We got our corn fritters,
Ooh.
shiitake, our
Look at all
eggplant,
that.
shiso leaves, our squash blossoms, our onions.
Some of it doesn't look good, but I would try it still.
Whether you say potato or
Oh,
potato, let's
W.
call the whole thing delicious and deep fry these suckers.
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
From fries to chips or pomme de terre frites, you know you're ordering something delicious. This
Yep.
side dish has been reinterpreted too many ways to count, but you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who doesn't enjoy a basic side of perfectly cooked fries seasoned with some combination of salt, ketchup.
False advertising. McDonald's fries have never looked that good. I'm not dogging on the fries. The fries are good, but they have never looked that good.
Vinegar, or mayo.
There are several sacred things in this world.
Oh, god damn.
One of them happens
Snatched up his arm quick.
Funnily enough, French fries may not have even originated in France.
Is that
so the
Charlie
critics
Sheen?
still
Holy
argue
fuck.
it. Instead, some trace their origin to Belgium, dating back to the 1600s. American soldiers first encountered the delicious side dish there in World War I, where the local language is French, and thus referred to them, wrongly, as French fries.
Allez, le bon petit cornet de frites avec la mayonnaise, c'est toujours très amusant. Ça fait partie de notre
With
patrimoine,
mayo?
entre guillemets.
Number 2.
What the fuck is wrong with French people, bro? With mayo? Bro, the number one condiment combination with fries is ranch. Everybody knows that. It used to be ketchup. Some people were weird and they chose mustard. But not a single person in the history of ever that is a functioning member of a functioning member of society has ever chosen mayo of all things. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Gross, man. Yuck.
Fried fish.
I get my lemon here and I just squeeze it.
I haven't had this in forever either.
Some iteration of this dish
I don't really
exists
eat
in
fish
most
like that.
cultures around the world. That being said, most fried fish dishes can be traced back to pescado frito, a dish that originated
Pescado
in the
frito.
Andalusia region of Spain. Historians believe that Spanish Jews
That looks
immigrated
good,
to Italy
though. Look at
and
that.
introduced the dish upon their arrival
Tartar
in the
sauce?
17th century, and that it then evolved into the widely popular English dish, fish and chips.
So it was a perfect way to consume fish without having to cook it at home. But after that, it's just become tradition. So we're just part of the culture, part of the heritage of the nation.
Typically, cheaper fish is used, since the battering and frying technique helps to mask bland flavors through seasoning and pleasant textures. But cheap fish or not, when properly spiced up, fried fish is simply divine.
It's all down to experience. You don't take about 3 or 4 minutes. And most importantly, got to drain the fish.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional
Crazy.
videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, fried chicken.
People would say to me, man, that
Number
chicken tastes
one,
just like
fried
my
chicken.
grandmother's." That was the concept.
With a
Makes
wide
sense.
variety of possible preparation techniques, Southern style is still the most iconic version. The idea was first brought to the table by Scots immigrating to the U.S., where African slaves got a taste and made it even better. A staple of soul food, when properly prepared, fried chicken is a textural combination that is hard to beat. The flour dredge provides a satisfying, crunchy exterior when fried, giving way to mouth-wateringly juicy meat on the interior. There are some fast food juggernauts, from KFC to Popeyes and Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, dude. I haven't been to a Chick-fil-A in forever.
Fried chicken is still a home-cooked meal above all else. And if you're in a breakfasty mood, add some waffles, or go to LA Roscoe's.
You know, I've always wanted to do this. Oh. Love, baby, love.
Let us know in the comments what food you think would be really good deep fried.
Check out these other clips from watching.
That was good. That was a good video. I love that. I love that. It really brought out that kid in me. But that's the end of this video. So, subscribe to Watch Mojo, subscribe to me, subscribe to yourself, and subscribe to Fried Food. Don't watch this if you're hungry. A little late for that, but hindsight's 2020. But all right, I love y'all. Have a nice day.